on to my pasta arrabbiata. A little salt in the water. I like to salt the water because it flavors the pasta while it's cooking. Salt brings out the flavor of everything. Pasta goes in. I want to give it a little stir. I don't want it to stick to the bottom. Onto the arrabbiata sauce. Now, arrabbiata in Italian means angry. So that's where the spiciness comes in. I'm gonna start with about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I wanna get the oil heated up. You can see how it gets a little shimmery and glassy. I wanna flavor the olive oil with the garlic. Listen to that, it's starting to go. I don't want to cook them too quickly because I don't want to get any brown edges. I want that olive oil to be just infused with the garlic. Who doesn't love garlic? So it's time for the tomatoes. I've got chopped tomatoes here, and then I'm not using a can because I want the fresh flavor without having to chop a bunch of fresh tomatoes. I love the way the oil makes the tomatoes glisten and you can see the little pieces of garlic in there. That, to me, says flavor is about to hit your mouth. Little salt, pepper, my old standby Italian seasoning, about a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe more. I like a lot of flavor. Starting to bubble up. And now, what makes a pasta arrabbiata angry? Chili flakes. Depending on how much you want your guests to sweat, a 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon. Now time for the basil. So chiffonade is one of those terms I learned. It's just a fancy way of rolling up your basil so you can cut them all together. And then when they come out, they look like little ribbons and they're just so pretty. So I'm gonna take just a little handful. I'm gonna leave that for garnish. They should make a perfume, a basil-smelled perfume. That's just barely gonna wilt down, and then I'm gonna put the pasta in when it's done. Just gonna do a little taste test to see if it's, oh, it's definitely hot. Perfect. Time to go in the sauce. Ready to go. Now, if you don't get it drained all the way, a little pasta water gets in there, that's never a bad thing. It's got all that salt and pasta flavor and starch in there. Just gonna help thicken everything up. This looks so good. Now let's plate it. Oh, yummy. Look how easy and fast that was. Dinner that quick, any day of the week.